New York City is always full of life, but winter nights make it even more beautiful. When the tiny snowflakes fall to the ground, it seems as if the universe has spread its most precious blanket over the earth. In those days, a Pakistani girl named Ayesha worked in an old library located downtown. Ayesha was quiet, shy, and passionate about books. She lived her own world in the quiet corners of the library. She dreamed of completing her studies and being a support for her parents, but deep down in her heart, she also longed for someone who would understand her feelings. First encounter on day, the door opened and a young man walked into the library. Tall, with blue eyes and a shy smile. His name was Daniel. He approached the counter and said in a low voice, "Do you get Urdu books here?" Ayesha looked at him in surprise. "Do you want to study Urdu?" Daniel shrugged and smiled. "Actually, I want to learn this language for a special person." Ayesha was a little surprised by the answer, but didn't ask many questions. After that day, Daniel started going to the library every day. Ayesha taught him Urdu words, and Daniel told him about American literature. A relationship that transcended words. Little by little, these encounters became a habit. Every time Daniel pronounced a new word correctly, a slight smile appeared on Ayesha's lips. And when Ayesha laughed, Daniel's heart seemed to open to a new world. One day, during a rainy day, Daniel said in Urdu for the first time, "Friendship with you." Ayesha laughed and said, "This sentence isn't correct. It should be, I have friendship with you." Daniel replied mischievously, "I'll learn the correct sentence, but I'll always remember your smile." At that moment, something in Ayesha's heart began to break and shatter, and at the same time, something new began to be born. The difference between dream and reality time passed, but a war was raging in Ayesha's heart. She was a girl from an Eastern family, where love usually comes after marriage. She knew her parents would never easily accept a non-Muslim or foreign boy. On the other hand, Daniel was serious. Not only was he learning Urdu to get closer to Ayesha, but he wanted to understand her world. He repeated several times, "Love is also a language that needs no translation." The decisive moment it was Christmas Eve. The streets of New York were a sea of lights. There was happiness everywhere, but Ayesha felt a great sorrow. She thought this relationship could not continue. Daniel invited her to meet him in the snow, a box in his hand. When she arrived, Daniel said,